God damn. It's Big Cell. What that mouth do besides tell the truth on FHO Podcast Radio.
Big Cell. You still keeping it 100. Well, keep hitting those asses with the truth on FHO Podcast Radio. It's your boy, Big Cell, FHO's HNIC, Mr. Him Be Everywhere.
What up, y'all? This Big Punch from the motherfucking Candy Shop. We chilling over here with Big Cell, man, the FHO, NIC, KEMMY, man, you know what I mean? All them alphabets, man. About to get all that shit going. Holla.
Ain't no misunderstanding. Quick just accused me of stealing. And if you're gonna take up for Quick in here, we can all be some fighting motherfuckers in here this evening. Kiss my entire ass.
It's your boy, Big Cell, FHO's HNIC, Mr. Him Be Everywhere. It's the FHO Live Podcast, where the truth will be told. We promise you that.
Say, man, we on, man. What's happening, everybody? Hold on. We on, man. So, it is what it is. Today is what? Today is Wednesday, January the 8th. Don't forget tonight, man, we got the podcast coming on tonight with my man, Two Guns, MC 101. Matter of fact, let me do something different this time. In the beginning, I'm finna drop these commercials now, so let's get it, man.
Select Luxury Cars, proud sponsor of the FHO Podcast Live Show. The most diverse luxury vehicle selection in the greater Atlanta area. The highest quality customer service and unmatched nationwide pricing. Contact Mike Goodall at 678-855-2292 to schedule your appointment today. Select Luxury Cars, trusted family dealer since 1994.
What it do, man? What it do, man? We doing the commercials in the beginning on this one, man, so y'all stay tuned, man.
Montana Cigar Company sells premium cigars and accessories. Located in Union City, Georgia at 4641 Flat Shoals Road, Suite C, Union City, Georgia 30291. Montana Cigar Company offers a smooth, laid-back, serene, mature adult environment for cigar aficionados. Discounts for all the first responders, military, teachers, and nurses. Come enjoy your favorite games and boxing matches on our big screen TVs. We also have a poker table where you can come and try your luck.
Say, man, hit up my man Al Montana Cigars. Is going down Union City, premier cigar bar. Real lounge, real adult type shit's going down, man.
Eco One, the superior eco-friendly motorcycle and auto detailing spray. Eco One super wetting and low foaming polymer technology cleans by flowing underneath the dirt particles and lift them away from the surface. All you need to do is spray, wipe, and watch the amazing shine appear. All of this is done with very little time and effort, but the results look like you spent all day waxing your vehicle. Eco One. Don't ride dirty.
So, man, what's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, January the 8th. Don't forget, later on tonight, 7 p.m., MC 101 with my man Two Guns is going down right here. So, I got a phone call today, and I want to talk about that, man, and we're going to get into it. Let me do my shout-outs. Al Z. Wetter, what up? Kodak HD. Gerbina Sturdy, Al Francis, and it says 7 others. It just says 7 others, sorry. Guns SB, which stand for Soul Brothers, I'm sure. What up, good morning to you. And Lavelle Caldwell, that's on Facebook. On my YouTube, New York, what's happening, man? What's happening, my man, New York. Don Henderson, what up, V? FHO in the building. Big Turk 29, Lil John, John 3, what up, Lil John? C. Partlow, Quee, what up, Quee? You know what I'm talking about? Marvin Davis, Lorenzo Watson, Eula Jones. What up, Silverback? My man KS Silverback. Hey man, thank you for that dog tag too. And I just got the text that you sent the other one. Vernon Poe Bolo, what up with it, man? We're going to have to sit down and have a chat one day soon. Connecticut in the house for sure. Waiting on you, Vernon. C. Wands, Georgia boy, Hollow Point. What up, Hollow Point? How you feeling, baby? Where you at? What part of the world? Savage. What up, Savage? McCapri Cool. Mr. Capri Cuz. Cool. I'm sure. No. R. Caldwell, Jackknife. What up with it? John Johns. And Kevin Showtime Walker. What up, Showtime? So Lavelle Caldwell say ground pound. Who a ground pounder? Are you the ground pounder, Lavelle? Let me see who you is. You know, I don't know. You a rare breed? Yeah, I think you're a rare breed. You might be a ground pounder. So anyway, this Wednesday, man, and got a phone call just to figure out, come on, I haven't talked to y'all basically all week. Been helping Queen get her channel up. Check this out, man. If you have not subscribed to Queen's channel, please go to her channel right now. TEMIKA, Tamika Tillman, and subscribe, man. She's going to be bringing you all type of relationship conversations and some of our off-camera witty antics and some other stuff like that, man. So please make sure you go subscribe to her channel. If you have not already subscribed, please do. And if you saw my thing this morning, I was speaking on why subscribing is important. It is very important that you subscribe to the channel. Not just watch the videos, which I thank you for watching them, but please make the extra effort and go subscribe. We definitely need you to subscribe. What's up, Sharif? I see Sharif just popped on. What up, Matt Lacey? What's going on, sir? Anthony Brown, I see you guys. Trey Patterson, what it do? Man, Hollow Point say he in South Texas. What shit, nigga? Whole Texas is South. What do you mean South Texas? What state is that? Texas. They said inside the state of Texas, they got states, man. What state is that in Texas, Hollow Point? Oh, man, it is what it is, man. Cappy Q. Level. Okay, it's a Puerto Rican thing. Okay, well, I'm going to get it together, Mr. Savage. Cappy Q. Copy cool. I'm going to get it. From Lottie Dottie, what up? On your lunch break, huh? Lavelle called with a bowler, you know. Oh, okay, so that's how you going to get down. Okay. Anthony Brown, what up? So, real quick, got a phone call. And to me, it was very interesting because this is kind of a tricky, it's kind of a tricky thing. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. Let me get that buzz. You guys got that buzz? Y'all probably got that buzz on Facebook. Matter of fact, let me see. Do Facebook got a buzz? They probably do. Lavelle call with. Hold on, let me turn that on. Hold on. Oh no, Facebook won't have a buzz. IG probably had a buzz. My IG, y'all probably was buzzing, but it should be off now. All right, so Facebook should be straight because we're on the main camera. All right, so I got a phone call, and it was kind of interesting. I even reached out to some of my presidents that I do. You guys know I do my research. And the phone call was basically this. Big Sale, my president is a hell of a dude as far as being a good dude. You know, he's a cool dude, the whole 9 yards, but his personal life ain't shit. And I just kind of question, how can he be the president of our club, but his personal and his home life is totally in a disarray? So I titled this, Who Are You Following? Okay. And the reason why I'm asking who are you following is that, do you guys know the person in charge of your club? Do you know his character? Do you know his integrity? Do you know what he stands for? Do you know what he's capable of and all of that? And I guess the question really will be, is will we ever know? Do we need to know? Or I guess the other question is, how important is it for you to know? Okay. So reaching out to some of the presidents that I talk to, man, on a regular basis, man, and just getting their opinion on it. You got a lot of people say, yeah, you should. And a lot of people say, hey, it really don't matter. But should you or should the club know the personal behavior of the president? And should his personal behavior affect him being a president? Should that be considered, his personal business time and behavior? Should it be considered when it comes for him to be a president? Should all of that be considered? This is an interesting topic, man, and I want y'all to bear with me on this because we're gonna pull this thing off today, and we're gonna try my best to bring it to you. and just trying to get it where it needs to be, man. All right. So before we get started, man, let me kick this thing off, man.
It's your boy, Big Cell, FHO's HNIC, Mr. Him Being Everywhere.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? We on, man. Let's get this thing cracking, man.
I'm enjoying my motherfucking life. That's all I'm saying. I advise you to do the same. Do shit that make you happy.
Yo, what's up, man? This your boy, man, Mr. Let Me Hold Something himself, DJ Dirty. And you're listening to FHO Podcast Radio with my main man, Big Cell, the FHO ABCDEFGHNIC. Big Cell, come on, man, speak on it, man. Let's ride.
All right, so the topic today, and it's kind of tricky and it's kind of catchy, and especially when I reached out to some of my presidents, man, they gave me some good info and some good insights and some stuff like that on what to consider. So, should your president, the president who do you know who you following? Who are you following? Should your president of your motorcycle club, female or male, ladies, should they be a person of solidarity, integrity? Should they be a person of responsibility? Should they be a person of just trust? Now, we all know in a motorcycle club you have cliques. You just have people that you bond with, people that are cool. You got some people that are the life of the party. You feel what I'm saying? Some people might be your drinking partner, whatever it may be. Okay. We all know that in all clubs we got these things. We all know that sometimes the person that's elected president didn't get elected president for his skills. He got elected president because he's more popular. We know that, okay? So don't act like that don't exist. Don't act like I'm making shit up, because I'm not making shit up. This happens. What's up, Alfonso Hall, my man, OG Al, I love you. Sharif say living a dream. What up, Reef? We all know that. We all know that. So the person for the job is not the person that always gets the job. We understand that. We understand that, when it came time to vote, this dude voted and everybody voted for him because they like him more. He might be the louder person. He might be the person that's more, that's more, whatever it may be. We're not going to get into that. But who are you following? When it comes to being a president, okay, if you're not starting a brand new club and you just wasn't elected the president, then you had to work your way up through the ranks, okay, and in working your way up through the ranks, if the first president, like I said, I said this before, the established founders should probably be in control of the club at least for the first 4 years. It should not be a president or vice. It should be the founders. If we come together and we start this club, at least for 4 years while we're building this club and seeing who's coming in and who's coming out or whatever, there should really be no presidents or vice presidents. There should just be the founders, and they run the club. Because at this point, in the first 4 or 5 years of a club, you guys want to just survive. You want to just be able to ride your motorcycle and hang out and be cool with everybody. You don't want to start your club off putting that kind of pressure and that kind of stress and people having to, kind of check people and discipline people. You don't want to do that, because that's a lot right in the beginning. The first 4 years of any new club, the founders of that club should be the wise advisors, the counselors, the persons considered as the president, vice president, etc. But you should have no titles, okay? It should just be, hey, we're going to get together, we're going to start this club, and we're going to work on forming this brotherhood, okay? And then we're going to bring people in, and we're going to get them to buy into the brotherhood and to believe in the brotherhood by watching how we gel. And then maybe after the 4 years or the 5 years, now we can have elections, because now we got people in the club that understand our mission, that understand where we're trying to go. And they understand, what we're looking for and how we're looking for it and how we came about, because they've had time to gel and get on board. Even if a member just came in, let's say you guys been together for 3 years, and then a member comes in on the 4th year, he get to see 3 years of you guys hanging out, riding your motorcycle and having a good time. I think a lot of times, and this is just my personal opinion. Now, this is nothing that's documented or nothing that's whatever. Again, these are just my personal opinions, and you can take them for whatever you want to take them for, or throw them in the trash. But when you form a new club, and if you have to put down on record president, vice president, that's no problem. Just go down, the list of names, put them on there. But there really should be no president or vice president. There really should be no, one person giving orders and sergeant arms. It should be about, listen, let's have a good time. Let's get out here. Let's ride our motorcycles. Let's bond. Let's get to know each other. Let's see, let's learn each other's weaknesses and strengths. Because as the founders, at the foundation, before you put anything on top of the foundation, we all know the foundation has to be solid. Not only does it have to be solid, but it has to be looked over and approved before you can build anything on top of the foundation. It has to be inspected. The foundation has to be inspected. Okay. So if you're doing that, if you're doing that or taking a portion of that or whatever, when it comes to picking a president, okay, should his personal life disqualify him from running for president or qualify him to run for president? The particular call I got, like I said, in this particular call, and I ran this by my presidents, the reason why they were upset with the current president is because apparently he is a wife beater. He beats his wife, okay? He done did it multiple times, whether it be clubhouse or out and about or whatever. So he beats his wife. They mentioned also that as far as the kids go or whatever, he's not, this and this and that. Now, my biggest thing is, who are we to judge anybody? Okay, so let's say that. Who are we to judge anybody? Okay, under normal circumstances, you can say that. Man, it ain't my place to judge nobody. But under these circumstances, that is your job, is to judge everybody that's coming into your family, that's coming into your organization. That is your job to critique and to my mama's on here too. Hey, mama, I hope mama, don't get on here with the shit, mama. Just chill out. I love you, but it's your son thing. This is what I do, mama. Love you. I see my man Big Punch on too, but it is your job to judge and critique everybody coming into your MC. Ladies, all the ladies coming into your MC. What's your purpose of being here? What are you really here for? So when it comes to scrutinizing the personal life of the people that's going to be in charge of your MC, then today I want to kind of put together some perspective on that. Who are you following is the topic. Who are you following? And you have to be aware. My mama say, I love you, mama. You have to be aware of, a certain level of a person's personal get down, but it's not, all of it is not your business. Okay. Should I know everything about my brother? I should know as much of it as I can, because I'm gonna be dependent on him to save me. He's gonna be dependent on me to save him. And what I mean by that, on some simple shit, just us riding our motorcycle. Just us riding our motorcycle. If he's on the side of me or behind me, then I'm dependent on him to stay in his lane, to ride his motorcycle, to slow down when it's time to slow down, to stop when it's time to stop, to get over when it's appropriate. I'm dependent on him. Your life is in my hand, because if you do something wrong and run me off the road, boom, there I go. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, there is a certain amount and a certain level of responsibility and a certain portion of this person that you should know. It should be an open book. You should know his character, his riding skills. You should know how he handles pressure. You should know how he deals with adversity, and how he deals with confrontation and the whole 9 yards. To the caller, I'm not too sure that him being a wife beater doesn't make him a good leader. Now, hold on now, because I know a lot of people saying, what the fuck are you advocating? No, I'm not advocating that. I'm not advocating that. We all know as men, we might have to, choke up a little bit, Y'all know what, every once in a while I just tell Queen to set her neck right. Just set it in there. If I chase you, it's going to be all bad. So if you set it in there, it'll be a nice little low shake up, and then you be, shake you some sense in you, and you be right back to normal. But I'm just saying, never am I advocating, spousal abuse or nothing like that. So y'all don't jump on me for that. But is that enough to disqualify a person as being a leader of your MC? Because you say he beats his wife, or you seen him beat. Well, in this case, they saw him beat his wife, and they know he's an abusive person at home. But in the MC, he's totally a different person. Okay, but at home, he ain't shit. So how do you put that together? How do you judge that? How do you what's up, Kinky? I see you, girl. Antoine the Barber Boyd, I see you. How do you put that together? How do you take a person's personal life and then use that to judge him on the motorcycle set? Okay. One of the things that my boy told me, that's the president, was, Sel, we all don't know the circumstances behind everything. A person's personal life, their private life. We don't know the circumstances behind it. And whether I do or I don't, there's only so much of that you're going to be able to display to me when we're talking about as far as him being a wife beater. If his wife comes around the clubhouse and we hanging out at the clubhouse, and he hauls off and slaps her or whatever, and we might say, hey, bro, hey. But are we wrong or are we right to be in his business? Is it our business to say, hey, bro, this and this and that, whatever? Okay. Now, a lot of y'all going to say, man, hell no, he ain't going to do that shit around me. Okay, well, that's what you might say. And then he might fuck around and slap you. You understand what I'm saying now? Because you in his business. That's his household. That's you in his business. But what I'm saying is this. We're talking about who are you following? And I'm using this because I want you guys to understand the topic. The topic is, who are you following? Should you know the personal life? Should you know the integrity, the character, the everything, about your president? When is it because he's the president that it even matters? Because a regular member, you don't have to know nothing about me. But as the leader of this organization, so he's a wife beater. He's not too good with his kids. Can't hold down a job, which would be a problem, because if he can't hold down a job, he can't pay for his motorcycle. He can't make trips. But let's just say, he every business he tries to go into fails. So that means he got poor business judgment or whatever, and I'm just throwing stuff out there. Let's just say he's in the streets. Okay. He's in the streets and he makes his money in the streets. All of these things are judgmental things. All of these things are judgmental things. Do we have a right as a member, as a club brother, or a club sister, do you have the right to use this against your club sister, to judge your club sister, to say what she is qualified for, qualified not? Now, in this particular phone call, this person is already the president. And he said, dude, the club is straight. We running fine. He makes those kind of decisions. But I'm just telling you, at home, his home life, his personal life is just raggedy as fuck. Okay. Does that really play a role? Does that really play a role in his leadership skills? Because like I said earlier, if you're just tuning in, we all know that we have put people in positions based on popularity. They not able to manage a loaf of bread. You feel what I'm saying? They don't even know how to put the ends back on the bread and keep the tie. They just tear the bread open, grab what they need out the middle, and everything else is just wish-wash inside the bag, and they throw a little punk-ass knot with it and throw it on top of the refrigerator. This person don't have good management skills. This person don't know how to communicate. You feel what I'm saying? He can't communicate with his wife, his kids. He can't even communicate at work. That's why he keep getting fired. And he's never on time, and, just different shit. He's just but when it comes to the club, he was voted president because he was a popular dude. Everybody loved him. He's the funny guy. He's a guy with all the jokes, and he's the guy that, he makes it happen. And he, as far as, just being active, does that make him a good leader? And again, we all know people that we put in those positions where, so we've all had presidents and leaders of our organizations that have not been the best person for the job. So how do you take that and you take a personal, his personal life and his personal situation, and how do you use that to judge him as president? Okay. Do they play a role? Do they play a factor? I need some help on this one, y'all. 424-242-2355 is the number to call. It's on the screen, I believe. 424 is on the Facebook. If you see the number on the screen, call the number. I need your help on this one because for me, what's up, Juggy Bruce? Hope everything going right for you. For me, like I said, it definitely, it's important. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. It's important. Can a person be a good leader to the club and be a fucked up person at home? Can they be that? Can it happen? 424-242-2355 is the number to call. I need your help on this one, guys. I need, to take this conversation and get some help on this one. I don't know. I think it definitely does play a role, and I think that it is definitely something to be considered. Now, how much of it, like I said, so I mentioned that he's a street dude. Now, one thing we do know is that the streets and motorcycling. Hold on, we got a phone call. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on one second. Okay, caller. State your name and where you calling from.
Hey, Big Sal. Hey, everyone. This is Cuban Kurt Sanders calling out of Maryland.
What's going on, Cuban? You said Cuban, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's going on, Chief? You calling out of Maryland. What you got for me?
Man, first of all, I say, yes, we do have that right to... I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, I didn't hear you. To be honest, it sounds like you're eating something. I'm not sure, but I heard you say, yes, we do have that, and then you broke up after that. You say what now?
Okay, I was saying, yes, we do have that right, especially when this situation may have an effect on the club.
Okay.
Or it may lead to have an effect on the club. Because the president is stated to be the face of the club. So if anything pops off in this private situation of his, who knows? It could be a killing because we do see a lot of.
Yeah, you broke up.
I'm breaking up. I got to move away from my computer. I believe it is. Say that again.
Yeah, no, you're breaking up. That's all I was letting you know. You're breaking up.
Okay. I was saying because the president is stated to be the face of the club.
Okay.
And because he's the face of the club, anything he does that becomes public, and public could be news, public could be just social media, public could be on the set, or public could be just regular out in the regular street. It does have an effect on the club itself.
So let me ask you this, Cuban. So as a regular member, that's not so important. But as a president, that is important. Do you agree or disagree?
I believe it's important both ways.
Okay.
I mean, even for a member also holds that responsibility as well. And we as brothers, I know you got something going on or something's not right. I think as a brother or a sister of a club, I should be able to step up and say, hey, we need to handle this. Or if I have to go to the other brothers, depending, because we know all clubs got cliques, go to that other brother in the club and say, hey, we got a situation here. We need to look at it.
I like that. So does that mean that he's not a good leader? Because that was one of the things too. Because that's my question to the caller was, so how is the club? Is the club being ran? Oh no, the club. We doing our thing with the club. But I just know all of this personal stuff is going on in what we've seen, and I'm like, So he's definitely proven himself to be a good leader, but his home life is garbage.
And that's where we as a club must come together and try to make that determination because we're all in this together.
Okay. Okay, I like that.
At least that's what it's supposed to be, because we are brothers and sisters. We should all carry one goal, and we should all expect the same thing in the back from each other. But then again, at the end of the day, in my personal life, I've seen some suicides, I've seen the spiritual abuse and all those type of things. I still believe in this day and life, somebody, I'm sorry about that, my kid's up here yelling. I still believe in this day and life, we know when someone has some type of an issue before it becomes a issue.
Okay.
And when we don't speak up about it, that's when we get upset about the work happening. So it's up to us to make those decisions on speaking about it, trying to get help, or helping that person get the help. Because I can tell you now, my brother, I can be stubborn. I know I'm a stubborn son of a gun. But I have circled myself around the right people in my club that my regular chapter alone, they can get me down to, yo, dog, you got to calm down. Listen to this. You ain't right, you wrong, or whatever. Sometimes we don't agree, but hey, sometimes you got to take the hard bullet and listen.
Well, I definitely appreciate you, man. That point of view is interesting, too, and I appreciate you on that. Appreciate the call, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
And thank you for following, and thank you for supporting. My man C1. C1 says, this is very tricky. It depends, though, even though I say not if the president's life don't affect the club, what does it really matter? Club business is not his family business, but I understand the concern. And again, my biggest thing is that we, the old saying, birds of a feather flock together. Okay. Also, the other part to it is that how much of my brother's keeper am I of my brother's keeper? If I know my brother is abusing his wife and, this is just what it is and, this and this and that, the thin line or the tricky line is, does this flaw his leadership abilities? Does this cause him to have a flaw in his leadership abilities? Okay. All right, well, we're going to come back to this, man. We're going to pay some bills again. Shout out to all of my sponsors, Montana Cigars, Eco One, Select Luxury Cars. And don't forget tonight, man, MC 101 with my man Two Guns, man. We'll be right back to finish this and to hopefully get some more calls, man. We'll be right back.
You're listening to MC 101 Talk Show. Live. Hosted by Two Guns. Co-hosted by Big Cell. And we talking straight motorcycle protocol. Tune in every Wednesday around 7 p.m. for pure motherfucking facts on FHO Podcast Radio. MC 101, where motorcycling is life.
What's up, Big Sale? This is your boy Passionate from Enlightened Ministry Biker Church from Los Angeles, California. When we're not riding, we listen to FHO Podcast Radio.
Eco One, the superior eco-friendly motorcycle and auto detailing spray. Eco One super wetting and low foaming polymer technology cleans by flowing underneath the dirt particles and lift them away from the surface. All you need to do is spray, wipe, and watch the amazing shine appear. All of this is done with very little time and effort, but the results look like you spent all day waxing your vehicle. Eco One. Don't ride dirty.
What's up? This your girl, Lil Tigger. I'm chilling with my boy, Big Sale, and you'll listen to FHO Podcast Radio. Stay tuned.
Montana Cigar Company sells premium cigars and accessories. Located in Union City, Georgia at 4641 Flat Shoals Road, Suite C, Union City, Georgia 30291. Montana Cigar Company offers a smooth, laid-back, serene, mature adult environment for cigar aficionados. Discounts for all the first responders, military, teachers, and nurses. Come enjoy your favorite games and boxing matches on our big screen TVs. We also have a poker table where you can come and try your luck.
What up? This is Chris from Exclusive Sounds. When I'm not doing music on bikes, I'm tuned in to the FHO Podcast Radio.
Select Luxury Cars, proud sponsor of the FHO Podcast Live Show. The most diverse luxury vehicle selection in the greater Atlanta area. The highest quality customer service and unmatched nationwide pricing. Contact Mike Goodall at 678-855-2292 to schedule your appointment today. Select Luxury Cars, trusted family dealer since 1994.
Yo, this hot boy from the Red Breed Mother Chapter out of Compton, California. We tuned in to FHO all the way from 310 to the 404. Y'all know how this shit go.
What up? I listening to my Uncle Pistol in the FHO radio.
Say, man, we back, man. We're talking about who are you following, man, and we're loving this discussion right now. So again, please call in 424-242-2355. Let me hear your opinion. Let me hear what you have to say on this. And let's get it together. Hold on one second. What up, Donnie?
Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year to you, sir.
How you been?
I ain't making no noise, D. What you got going on?
I got a question. You got any footage of me and the guys? Because we got a history event going on this weekend. And I remember you did some recording, but I can't remember when.
Okay. I have to look for it. When I came down there, I got all you guys' bikes and everything else that I did. And I had put together a video footage of that at the, what was that, the fight? It was the fight that time we watched and all that stuff.
Fight party.
Yeah.
What about when we came to Atlanta?
I don't know. I have to look and see, but I'll definitely check it out.
Okay. I didn't mean to disturb you. You'll get back to me?
Yeah, I will. I'll try to get back to you. I'm on live right now. As soon as I get off live, I'll catch you.
Okay, buddy.
All right. That was Donnie, national president of the Kings of Cali. Anyway, so I don't know. This to me, this topic is a little scary. It's a little tricky because sometimes a person's home life is not their public life. We all know that, there's things that we do at home that we don't do in the public. And some things we do, we're no good with it at home, but we're excellent in public. So it's kind of like a very tricky situation. And I'm imagining it for the ladies. I don't know what would make you not a leadership. Maybe a lot of sexual scrutiny, or I don't know if somebody can say you're not a good mother, or whatever. I don't know. So let's talk about this portion right here. If he's a street dude, and let's just say he's his business, his money, and everything is made out in the streets, that would be something to just consider based on the fact that if anything goes bad for him in the streets, it definitely can cause the club to be bothered by it, or the club can be affected by it based on the fact that, because if they come to deal with him, they're not going to exclude the club and just say, well, we know today's time, back in the day, hey man, y'all ain't got nothing to do with it. I just want him. But we're in a different time, in a different place right now. So, I don't know, man. Do you speak up when he fucking around? Lil John 3 say, you guys keep saying this as a flaw. Do you speak up when he fucking around? And again, like I said, I don't know what to call it. I'm not going to call it a flaw, or I don't know. I don't know what it is. You understand what I'm saying? I just know that if a person's character hasn't been saw or hasn't been seen, if you put somebody in your leadership position who you don't know, you've never seen them handle a situation, they don't know how to communicate, because that's one of the most important things about being a president, is being able to communicate, because you have to talk to other presidents, to other national presidents, to other people. You have to be able to communicate. You have to be able to stand on your word and all this and all that. So let's just say, can a con artist be the president? Can a, But like I said, we got all kind of people in the motorcycle club today that we don't know. You got child molesters, pedophiles. You got all this stuff right now going on the bike set in these clubs, and we don't know again because we don't know everybody's around us personal life. They can show you one thing in public and be something totally different, which is kind of what this member said this dude is doing on the bike set or in our club. He's a hero, but at home he's a zero. So I don't know. It's kind of a real thin line, on how do you judge somebody, or how do you pick the best person for the job? Who are you following? Do you have to know everything about them? Do you have to know all of these different traits and stuff like that in order to follow somebody? Do you have to, scrutinize and ask for a background check and know, how they handle things at home and how they handle things at work and, just different shit like that in order to be the president of your organization? Trust me, it is important that somebody with all of the characteristics needed to be a leader be the leader. That is important. That is super duper important. And I don't know how you judge his personal life. Now, again, the street stuff is easy to say because whatever you're doing in the streets can trickle back into the club, and it'll cause me to be in trouble for something that you did, or I could lose my life because you're out here in the streets. And I'm not going to say what in the streets, but you're out here in the streets taking chances, and sometimes you'll take a chance and then your homeboy got to pay for it, either with, being robbed or being kidnapped or being, murdered. He got to pay for the chances that you took out there playing around in the street. It's just a lot of that gray line. To me, that's one of them gray areas. How much of your business, matters in order for you to be considered a good leader. Man, y'all help me out, man. Somebody call me on this because I'm telling you, you have to, like my man just said, like Cuban just said, yes, because he is the face of the club, and yes, what he does in public. We all look like if you hang with a duck, you're a duck. We've all heard that by the president being the face of the club, if he's an asshole, then the whole club is assholes. But we all know that gangbanging and motorcycling don't mix. My man Toby Lewis, what up, Tobe? Where to begin at? Lamont Dunn say where to begin at. I'm just saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Okay. Who are you following? Do you have to know everything about the president or your organization? Can your president be a wife beater? Can he be a deadbeat father? Can he be, a shyster? Can he be a person in the streets taking chances, to with the hustle? And does that qualify him from being a good leader? Like I said, a phone call that I got, the guy hands down said, no, he is a hell of a president. But just a few of us know his home life. We know he beat his wife, and we know he ain't that good with his kids, and he's just a fucked up dude. So like I said, in the club he's a hero, but at home he's a zero. We already agreed that people at home may not be happy or may not be on point, but out in the streets they put on the persona, or they act they put on the good faith act, and that's all you know of them. So my question to you guys all is this: how important is it for you to know who your president is, and how much of his business is important for you to know? And does it matter his personal negative behaviors? Does that evaluate, or does that stop him from being the leader of your club? So let me see. Nicholas C. Moses said that is the part that's tricky. Most will not speak up. Okay, we got a phone call. Thank you for calling in. All right, caller, state your name. And where you calling from.
Hey, this Cameo, man, calling from the DMV, man.
What you got, Cam? What you got for me, man?
Hey, man, I'm just picking up on the podcast, man. What you're talking about, man, and I mean, it's a very interesting topic. But I have to go with, man, what a brother is in his private life, man. That's his private life.
Okay.
I have to go with that because the reason why I say that, man, is because you got a lot of people that will judge a person based upon their private life.
Okay.
And how they are in the club is how they are in the club. A leader supposed to have integrity. A leader is supposed to be fair across the board. Not have these motherfucking cliques and all this bullshit that goes on in a club. You know what I mean? The guy that the club member that everybody like from the club member that a lot of people don't like, supposed to be fair across the board.
Period. I got you.
Period. There ain't no advance, brother. So what a person does in a personal life, man, I think that's their personal life. That's that. But how they are in the club amongst their brothers is how they should be judged.
So, can your president be a zero at home, but a hero to the club?
Yes.
Okay.
Because my thing is that what if what if the guy is a garbage man? What if the guy at home is a garbage man? What if the guy at home is a school teacher or corrections officer? You know what I'm saying? What he is at home is his business, man. It's how you treat your members when you there in that clubhouse and you on that road.
That's interesting. Thank you, sir.
And that. Okay, brother. Thank you, man. Hey, good show, man.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you.
Okay, brother. Okay, man. I'll be sending you a payment soon, brother.
Okay. Okay. There it is.
All right, bro. Donation. I'll see you donation. Okay, brother.
Thank you, Cameo. Somebody just called in. And I was trying to get him on. I think he says, not me. Hold on one second. Let me see something. Let me see this, y'all. I mean, I'm telling y'all, this is very, 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 very tricky. Hey, were you calling in for the show? This Big Sale.
I called in earlier. This is Cuban.
Oh, okay. All right, Cuban. My bad. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah, it was Cuban. Okay. So I thought somebody just called. Well, anyway. Oh, here it is right here. Let me see something, y'all. I'm trying to get somebody.
Hey, Sal, this is Sam. I'm out here.
Here we go, right here.
Call from.
Hey, caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Snoop, Showtime, LA.
What up, Snoop? Certified. What's happening, baby?
What up? What it do?
What you got for me?
Listening on your. Yeah, well, a lot of people do different in their home than they do on the set. A lot of dudes, your wife or your friends or your family, you can be talking to one of your giving advice to one of your friends or your club brother, and your wife would be like, well, shit, I wish that nigga would do that shit at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He giving y'all good advice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He giving y'all the right advice, but that nigga ain't doing that shit at home. You know what I mean? So vice versa. Like, but damn, he telling you not to beat up on your wife, but damn, he sure is giving me a black eye.
Wow. Yeah.
But some niggas would do at home, they won't do in front of their peers. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Some people, they'll go, well, I can get away with this shit at home, but if I pull this shit around my homies, nigga, these niggas gonna either fuck me up, talk shit, or I'm not gonna be allowed around. You know what I mean? So on that note, yeah, a dude can still be the president and do the right thing, but still be an asshole at home to his kids and all that, because he can get away with that shit at home.
Wow.
He can't get away with that shit around his folks. You know what I mean?
So you're saying,
the presence, vice versa too.
The presence of other men make him be a man, but at home he can he could be whatever he want to be.
Yeah, because he can get away with that shit. Sometimes it's reversed too. Sometimes niggas act different in front of their homies, That'd be totally different at home. You know what I mean? Wife telling nigga what to do. You a sucker. I mean, I try to say if you do what your wife tell you to do, you're a sucker. But you know, he real passive at home. But in the street, that nigga's a straight up killer. You know what I mean?
Wow. Like
step in front of him, nigga, he'll tear your wig off. It can go both ways. You know?
So basically is whatever his personal life doesn't matter as long as he's handling club business the way he's supposed to be handling club business. Then it is what it is at the home front.
What's the problem?
I got it.
What would be the problem at the club?
I got
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he's doing like he said he's the outstanding club president.
Yeah.
That's what he said. That's what he said. He told you.
That's what he said.
So now you can be a club brother and be like, hey, slide him to the side. You know, there's a couple of people that he said that know about his personal life to say, hey man, we just want to talk to you because we know and you know we know that you're doing wrong. And we just feel that you need to do this, this, and this. Now that's on him to take that advice. You know what I mean? Yeah. If he don't want to take that advice, then hey. But if you do it around at the club or at the clubhouse or at somebody else's clubhouse, and if he get a 2-piece, then that's on him. Because you ain't gonna do that. Because some people ain't gonna take that. Some people at their clubhouse ain't gonna accept that. You know?
Yeah. You said some real shit, Sam. For it. I mean, and when you look at it from the angle, and that was my whole thing. Like I said, at what point, you know, because you don't want to be the person, you know, everybody all in everybody business. But I have to know I have to know enough about you because we wear the same vest and we are responsible for each other. But at what point do you take it too far and you just kind of help with that? I appreciate this call, brother.
No problem. Much love.
Thank you, sir. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, calling up this guy right here, my man.
Go ahead, Big Sal.
What up? What you got for me, Daddy? What you got for me?
Hey, I think on that situation with the president and the club, it got to be addressed because you get, like I had left a message before, you got to look at Ike and Tina Turner. They're both great music musicians, but at the same time, Ike was writing the music, but Tina was doing her thing. But you know, they are showing out. They got to be addressed because it's an addiction.
Okay.
And it can backfire. It can backfire on not even on the club scene, or just it's just a situation need to be addressed. And like the guy said, you got to pull them to the side, talk to them, and it's up to the bike set, to try to get them some help, or they're gonna have to try to, hey, you need to take some time off and try to get help both. So it can be resolved. It just he got to make the he got to admit to himself he got a problem. And it could come from it could come from an early childhood. It's a lot of situations.
Okay, and everything you're saying is on point, and I appreciate that. But the question is, is that needed? Does that factor him not being the president of the club? Does that make him not club president material?
Yes, it's very important, and the reason why I say that, you're showing leadership. Okay, you can do everything. It's not no. You're doing good on this side of the fence, and on the other side is going wrong. That problem got to be resolved, man.
Yeah,
that's just like you don't smoke, and I keep coming to you, and I'm a FHO member. Say I smoke a cigarette, man. I don't smoke a cigarette. We got a difference, but at the same time, you still got. Okay, Sam, I got a problem. You keep telling this man he need to smoke a cigarette, and then I'm like, why he keep telling me that he don't smoke a cigarette? And I do my research. Okay, is it calm health? It'll cause health problems later on down the line. So I need to fix that problem. I need to stop addressing him. Now I saw the problem that everything it takes some time for me to smooth it on out. It can be resolved, man.
Yeah. So like I said,
I feel like it.
Go ahead. No. I'm just.
No, I feel like it can be resolved. He can do all the things out here what the club said and this, that, whatever. But what if he came to the set and just had a situation with his family, and somebody said something wrong in the club, and he just had a relapse, just kind of snap, you know. And later on, he find out what happened. He addressed the club, hey man, you know, I'm sorry, this was going on. He had time to think, you know what I'm saying? He had time to think about his action before he doing. So I think it could be resolved, and I think the club need to be there. And it's kind of like some of the men in the club or whatever, they need to just try to get them help.
There it is. There. Well, I appreciate the call, Sam. For real.
You know, all right.
There it is. There.
Hammer down later.
That part. One of the things too I want y'all to understand is this: is that factor in the fact that he won't be there that long, so you don't have to worry about him being a club president if he keep beating on his wife or whatever. Eventually, you know, especially in today's time, it's going to come to an end. My biggest thing is I want, and what I wanted for this show to bring to you guys was for you guys to understand that when you're picking a leader, what are you using to pick your next president besides popularity? What do you know about your next president? What do you know about the people that you're putting your trust into, the people that can either start a war or defend a war or keep it from going to war? What do you know? What are you using to judge that person to say, hey, I'll vote for this person as president of my MC. I'll follow this person as president of my MC. Are we really putting that much time, effort, and energy into it? Are we really, you know, do we really care? Or are we just here free falling and hell, you know, he a good dude to me, so fuck it. But are you really, 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 and I'm telling you, the head of the table is so important for your MC, and even the ladies, even my social club ladies. You know, you the founder, the leaders, and all that of these, you know, of your social club. If she is a hoe on the bike set, or she's considered a hoe, or you know, it's known fact that, you know, she likes to give her a party. She likes to give herself a party with different men, and then you join that organization. Okay. Or you automatically label that, and do you wear that label? You know, so now it just is what it is. I'm telling you guys that we're in a time now, it's 2020. We're in a time where the people that you're putting around your circle, the circle that you stand in the middle of, okay, the circle that you stand in the middle of, you need to understand and surround yourself with people that are on the positive tip, with people that are headed in the right direction, with people that are reliable, with people that are trustworthy, with people that have, you know, no smut. For example, you know, if you found out your president was an informant, you know, on some non-bike related shit, on the streets he's an informant on the street, but on the motorcycle club he's a G. You know, again, he's a zero in the streets, a zero at home, but in the club he's a hero. Does that matter? Well, you didn't even know, you know, you found out he was an informant, but what did it have to do with the club? The stuff that he informant on ain't got nothing to do with the club shit, you know. Again, all of these things are issues and situations that are to be considered. I like what you call him just said too. How he treats his woman, that's their issue, but the kids is where I can't understand. That's Ronald Haskins. What up, chicken? From down the pound, my man. EGAD, how can you have a club president who is at home knocking and his wife upside the head, not doing things with his kids, but you want him to take the club out publicly and do the things for the community? Hey, that's a good one. Scenario: club on their way to scoop him for a ride. Y'all get there as he's beating her ass. Y'all see it. Y'all leave her. She dies while y'all enjoy the ride, and y'all will be in court soon. Okay. So you got these different things to think about when it comes to who are you following. Do you know? How much of it do you need to know? And that was the purpose of this. It was not to judge anybody, but to start making us think about, you know, when we're in these clubs and we're in these MCs and these SCs and everything else, the person that you following, what do they believe in? Do they believe in, you know, the same God you believe in? Does it matter that they don't? How important is that they do take care of their children, or they do, how just different things that we need to start, scrutinize and understanding and being a part of, and recognize that, hey, once you tag yourself with this label, whatever he does as the leader, you do or have done. If he goes out and commits a crime, you're the criminal just as well as him. You feel what I'm saying? If he's out in the streets, just going to say he's a drug dealer in the streets, then all of y'all are drug dealers. You understand what I'm saying? So who are you following? Why are you following them? What is it that it takes for you to decide on who to follow and what not to follow? Hold on, caller. Hold on. State your name and where you calling from.
Hey, Phil, this Cameo again, man.
What you got?
From DMV.
What you got?
But listen, man. This is really touching on me, man. I think folks need to chill out a little bit. And what I'm going to bring up is this. Everybody, there was a video that came out a couple of months ago, and I think you know what that video is, and we all know who was on that video, disciplining their son.
Yeah,
we're not gonna say no names, right? We ain't gonna say no names.
Okay.
But this person that was on this video disciplining his son is in a leadership position.
Okay.
Right? We all know that, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, he was on this video. To some, they might say, wow, that's fucked up of what he was doing to his son. To others, like myself,
like to me, he was a hero.
Like, goddamn, I would have did the same goddamn thing.
He was my hero when I saw the video. It just confirmed.
Right.
Yeah.
right. So all I'm saying is we need to take a step back.
Okay.
And not judge what a person does at home, because this guy is a great dude. He's a good guy. And to those of us that come from that background of disciplining your kids, had no problem with what he did.
At all.
Right? But then you have some who come from the city or whatever the case may be, or look at it like, oh my God, that's abuse, that's this, that's that.
Well, to be honest, Cameo, I'm surprised he didn't end up in prison or jail for that shit. To be honest.
Well, I'm be honest with you too. I was because I thought that was going to happen. But my thing is he's a good dude. He's a good guy, and I've never seen him out here, being disrespectful to anybody or anything like that. But because what he disciplined his son, that doesn't make him a bad leader. That doesn't make him, so I think we just need to fall back a little bit, man, on how a person is, when it comes to their family and how they are, at home, and stuff like that versus how they are with the, I just think that we need to step back a little bit off that, man. That's all I want to call and say.
Appreciate it. That was a damn good example too. That was a damn good example. Appreciate you for that.
Okay, brother. Okay, bye-bye.
I like what Jonathan Holmes just said on my YouTube channel. Jonathan Holmes just said, "What about a club president that makes the club look bad because his business practices? Let's say he's a mechanic, but he fucking everyone bikes up on the set, and you got to hear about it." Interesting. All I'm gonna say is this: today's show, for me, this whole thing for me, again, was not about the actual, let's say, incident. Okay. Today's show was about what do you need? What do you have to have? What do you have to know about the president of your motorcycle club, the leader, the face of your motorcycle club? We all know that there's presidents of motorcycle clubs based on strictly popularity. He can't run the club. He don't have no communication skills. He don't know nobody. He hasn't made any connections. He don't really ride his motorcycle like that, but he's the president of a whole MC, and you're following this cat. You have to take direction from this cat. Okay. So how much of his personal life do you need to make an adequate decision on putting this person at the head of the table? Okay. that's what it was all about, man, today. I hope I was able to kind of bring that to you, man, and just kind of give you something to think about today, because the question came to me, and my response to the individual was, hey, all I care about is the club thing. You know, how he's running the club. If I'm there or I'm personally around and I see the extra stuff, as a brother, it's my job to say, hey, bro, now that's some fucked up shit, some foul shit. You need to straighten that shit up and clean it up, And if he say, sell, fuck you, that's my home, that's my business, then it's fuck sell. That's his business. Because I'm not finna go to prison. I'm not finna go to jail for beating, my wife or you, that's your thing. But when it starts or before it starts, or if I see it starts to affect this club, then that's when it becomes, that's when your personal business becomes a little bit of my business. So that's what it is, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. Hope this show was very, very, very enlightening, and I hope that it brought some type of understanding of what I was trying to get to. Who are you following? How much of him do you need to know in order to follow? Period, point blank. It's crazy. Again, stay tuned tonight. I believe Guns will be talking about, hold on, let me see. Hold on. I believe Guns will be talking about tonight, talk about the president thinks he's special, okay? So tonight we'll be talking about MC stand for Motorcycle Club. We should all be equal. And why does the president think he's special? That's what we're going to be talking about tonight on MC 101. My man Guns going to be handling that topic tonight. I just saw it right now too, so it's kind of crazy. I'm talking about this, and then he's going to be talking about that. Great minds think alike. So again, man, I hope this, like I said, I hope this at least just kind of, made you say, type of thing. And kind of, J1s, I appreciate that donation. Also, my man Mark Clark, I appreciate that donation. Don't forget, man, to support the channel via Cash App, $, FHOHNIC. I can't do it without you. Also, if you donate via PayPal, it's fasthardiesonly@gmail.com. And again, show my sponsors, Select Luxury Cars, Eco One, Montana Cigar Company. Please show them some love, and hopefully by this weekend, I have another person on board, man. And I'm going to say this again, if you're looking to advertise your party, your anniversary, hit me up. I promise you, you can afford it. If you're looking to advertise your business, hit me up. I promise you, you can afford it. And it only makes sense. My numbers are moving. I'm growing. I'm on every major platform possible. And again, it is what it is. We are all we got. So I look to you and I depend on you guys to keep this thing rolling, to keep this train rolling. Also, subscribing means more than watching the video. So if you need to subscribe. If you're watching, please subscribe to FHO Atlanta GA on YouTube. Or if you're listening on any podcast, make sure you subscribe to that podcast. And again, I thank you guys for everything. As we get ready to get up out of here, man, who are you following? What do you need to do, or what do you need from that person in order to make the choices that you need to make in order to follow that person? Very interesting topic, man. Stay tuned tonight for my man Two Guns, MC 101, going down 7 p.m. As always on Wednesday night. Say, man, it's your boy Big Cell. As always, I love you. 5 things I'm going to leave you with. Mind your business, stay in your own lane. Ride your ride. People say, so what does that mean by riding your ride? That means just because I can ride in and out of lanes and I can do 95 and 100 and I can bust a U-turn, don't mean you can. And if you can't, ain't none of you trying to do it in front of me to impress me or to impress your club bros, because you're going to embarrass yourself. So ride your ride. As always, man, have enough love in yourself to have some love for me when I call, because sometimes I'm going to need some love that you got, bro. Loan me some love, man. Loan me some love. Let me hold some of your love, bro. Let me get some of that, man. I'm down. I'm low. So make sure you got enough love and stuff stored up so when I call, you got some love for me. And also, 2020, man, ride for love and love to ride, man. On some real shit. We're going to get this thing together, man. It's your boy, Big Cell FHO. HNIC, I love y'all, man. We out.
What up? I listen to my Uncle Big Show in the FHO radio.